Good morning, students. Today we will see the derivation to derive the expression of energy stored in a capacitor. This bit comes under unit number 2, electrostatics. So, to derive the expression of energy stored in a capacitor, first of all we will see the circuit in which capacitor is connected in series with the resistance R, and this RC series circuit is connected to the supply voltage V. Now this supply voltage V is required because it is going to supply the energy to this capacitor C to charge this capacitor. So when the capacitor is charged, the energy is expended by the charging source. In the easy word, the capacitor is going to charge by taking the energy from this supply source. So source is giving the energy to the capacitor C. Now this is because charging the capacitor is nothing but what? It is nothing but transferring the charge from one plate to another plate. Now in this particular circuit, who is the source of energy? The supply. That is supply voltage V. So this supply is going to supply the energy to the capacitor, and in the capacitor, as soon as this switch is closed, this supply voltage V will start to provide the current I. This current I is flowing through the capacitor in the downward direction. It means the energy will supply from source to the capacitor, and in the capacitor itself the energy will start to transfer, or the charge will start to transfer from one plate to another plate. Now as per the direction of current, the charge which is going to store in the capacitor, that going to be transferred from upper plate to lower plate. Now why from upper plate to lower plate? Because current flowing is in downward direction. So current is flowing from upper plate to down plate. So the charge is going to transfer from upper plate to the downward plate. Next is this charge or the energy which is stored in capacitor. It is in terms of electrostatic field, that we have already seen what mean by electrostatic field. And this electrostatic field is going to set up in the dielectric medium which is inserted between two metallic plates. So this dielectric medium is the area where the electrostatic field is going to set up, and in terms of electrostatic field, that energy is stored in the capacitor. Okay, so now we will start to derive the expression. And one more thing is that when the capacitor is discharged, this field collapses, and whatever the energy stored in that dielectric medium in the form of electrostatic field is going to start to release. So we will see what is the discharging phenomenon, that also we will see in detail. Now let's see how to derive the expression. Now to derive the expression, first of all we have to assume that this is the capacitor C farad we have taken in this particular circuit, and this capacitance of C farad is going to charge or going to store the energy from the supply voltage V volt. Okay. Now at any time of instant of charging, the potential difference across the plate will be V volt. So what's the meaning of this sentence? As soon as the switch is closed, the current I is going to start to flow from supply voltage to this RC series circuit. So who is going to supply the current I? I is going to supply by the supply voltage V. As per the property of the capacitor, capacitor doesn't allow sudden change in voltage. It means it won't charge immediately. As it won't charge immediately, it will not take or it will not absorb current immediately. So that the current flow through the capacitor is zero. As current flow through the capacitor is zero, the current flow through the resistance is also zero, because both are in series. So ultimately, as the current flow through the circuit is zero, the voltage drop across R is 0 because I into R is equal to 0. So as I equal to 0, the voltage drop across resistance is equal to 0. Now this total supply voltage V is applied to this RC series circuit. So total supply voltage V will get divided into two parts. One part is the potential drop across R, that is VR, and another drop across C, that is VC, that is voltage across capacitor CVC. So what this meaning, or what the meaning of this sentence, that at the instant of charging, it means at the instant at which this switch will be closed, the supply voltage V is exactly equal to VC, because V is equal to VR plus VC, where VR is equal to 0, so V is equal to VC. It means the complete supply voltage or the whole supply voltage is coming across the capacitor C, so that the potential difference across the capacitor C is equal to VO, that is the supply voltage V. Okay. Now after certain time period, means once the switch is closed, so say after certain time period, dt time period, if the charge of the capacitor has increased or raised by a small amount dq coulomb, then the work done is, once the switch is closed and after few minutes the charge is stored in a capacitor has increased from 0 value to say dq coulomb, then what will be the work done in that capacitor? The work done in that capacitor will be dW, that is work done, equal to supply voltage into the charge which is stored in that capacitor. So how much is the charge? That is dq coulomb. So dW is equal to V into dq. Now this V is equal to what? V is equal to Q by C. Why? Because we know that Q is equal to CV. So in that relation, Q is equal to CV. So V will be equal to what? V will be equal to Q by C. So we have transferred the value of V in terms of Q by C. So we are getting the work done dW is equal to Q by C into dQ joules. Now why joules? Because this is the energy stored in a capacitor. So the unit will come in joule. Now this energy stored in a capacitor, say for a coulomb dq, that much is the charge is stored. But we know that the total energy stored when the capacitor is finally charged up to the capital Q coulomb. So for this capital Q coulomb charge stored in the capacitor, we have to now find out the total work done. So what will be the total work done? The total work done, W equal to, we have to integrate that quantity, that is Q by C into dQ, from the integration limit 0 to capital Q, because the total energy is going to store, or the charge is going to transfer in the capacitor plate from 0 value to the final Q value. So we have to add these all. So the initial value of the charge was 0 and the final value of the charge was capital Q. So from 0 charge to the capital Q charge, we have to add up. So we are taking integration. Now by taking the integration of this Q from 0 to capital Q, what I'll get? I'll get 1 by C is the constant we have taken out. So what is the integration of Q with respect to dQ? It is Q square by 2. And what are the integration limits? 0 to Q. So after putting these limits Q and 0 in the value Q square by 2, I will get the value capital Q square divided by 2C into joules. So what is the total energy stored in a capacitor when the charge is going to transfer in the capacitor from 0 value to Q kilo? The total work done, or the total energy stored in the capacitor, is Q square divided by 2C. So it is nothing but what? Here, as we have seen, V is equal to Q by C. So, and now I will replace Q in terms of V. So what will be my Q? Q will be CV, as it is a Q square. It is C square into V square. So what is your total energy in terms of V and C? The total energy in terms of C and V is C square by V square divided by 2C. So C will get cancelled. We will get the final value, energy stored in a capacitor is half CV square. As it is the energy stored, the unit is joules. So in this derivation we have seen that how much is the energy stored in a capacitor when the supply voltage V is applied to the capacitance C farad. The total energy stored in a capacitor is half CV square. This energy is stored in a capacitor in the form of electrostatic field which is developed in the dielectric medium. So these derivations generally asked in the exam, say for 6 to 7 marks. So these are the steps which are expected in this particular derivation. So please follow all these steps very properly. You have to draw the circuit diagram. You have to write down this proper assumption. These first three assumptions are there. And then you have to put this particular equation. You have to write this particular equation. Take the integration. Put the relationship Q is equal to CV. So first of all, we have to take Q is equal to CV relationship, and then we have to find out the energy stored in terms of CV, and then finally you have to declare the value. Now this particular derivation is used for numerical practice, because on this equation half CV square you have to use in the numerical practice. In the numerical practice they generally ask this particular term, calculate the energy stored in capacitor. So to calculate that term energy stored in capacitor, that is for 2 marks only, but then you have to use that particular equation, that is W is equal to half CV square, where C is in farad and V is the supply voltage which is in volts. And once you will calculate the value of the energy stored, without any mistake you have to write the unit joules.